Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. And welcome to my review of Impact Wrestling. This week's Impact show was a above average show. Nothing newsworthy and nothing special or something, but it was a watch through episode, I would say. From past few weeks, we've been seeing very good episode of Impact, and I enjoyed episode, but I enjoyed those episode. But this episode was kind of a cold episode of Impact. Still, it was moving. The wrestling was okay, good. I mean, nothing wrong about that. So the show actually started off with Don Callis and Kenny Omega entering backstage, but his Callis is actually asked to leave because he's fired. So they says that he's not on the list, and Don Callis actually snaps and he actually tells about his past accomplishments and experience that actually he brings about, and how he actually changed the Impact Wrestling forever, and how he's the five-time Canadian heavyweight champion past in the past. So they actually let him in. He actually let him in, and that was the segment. Okay, segment, and then we get to a first singles match, which was between Rosemary and Kiera Hogan. A pretty good match, but a pretty dragged down match, I would say. Kiera Hogan. Did get a whole lot of control segment on Rosemary, and as we've been seeing, Rosemary matches are not that long or something, but Rosemary matches are not long. So this was kind of a long way where she took tons of offense from Kiera Hogan, and Kiera Hogan. I know that they are building Rosemary and Havoc as a face tag team, so they are actually going to challenge for the Knockouts tag team title. So before that, they are kind of having a singles match. A nice booking right there, having a singles match to have layout how they would be how that would be panning out. So that's good. So good singles match, I would say. Good wrestling right there, and Rosemary actually picks up the victory out of nowhere by hitting her. That sit down neck breaker. So kind of and she gets the victory. So pretty good match, and we get to the next segment, which was Chris Bay is actually reminding PT Williams. Chris Bay is standing there. PT Williams and Trey Miguel approach him, and they actually reminds him and kind of gave him a warning or ultimatum to join them against Ace Fulton, Rohit, and Shera, because they actually joined last week as a unit. So Chris Bay, PD Williams and Trey Miguel are also planning to make a unit, because this is not a normal smash singles match. This is Ultimate X match, so they could work out to have eliminate these guys. So that's a good kind of storyline that's moving for little pieces that's joined forward. The storyline build up was good in this show. Not very big build up or something, but still it was little things that we got. So that actually made the show kind of interesting, I would say. Interesting would be a very overword, but still it was okay to see. Yeah. And we get to the next segment, which was Scott Demore and Tommy Dreamer comes up, and Scott Demore actually thanks Tommy Dreamer for helping out to get rid of Callis, and how much of they get along, but still he was not good for the company. That's why. So he actually said that, and as he reveals that, Anthem has asked him to stay as a consultant, as he says, Tommy Dreamer says to Scott Demore, and Scott Demore, I don't know why, but he's not kind. He's happy that Callis is removed, but he's not happy that he's getting more of control on the company. Tommy Dreamer is getting more of control because of Anthem board insisting him. So Demore is kind of surprised and wowed by this, and we get to the second singles match, which was also a women's match, which was Deonna Purrazzo versus Susan. This was a match where I didn't have a problem watching Susan matches, because actually, I actually don't like don't understand the matches of Susan and Kimberly, because I am not interested watching their matches. But still, this was I don't know, because of Deonna Purrazzo, but this match was okay to watch through. Deonna Purrazzo, as always, she shines through her technical ability, and Susan as well had a brief moments of or offense on Deonna Purrazzo as well. So they had the storyline where, because Diana Purrazzo, Susan Kimberly, they were a team, and they actually broke up because Susan and Kimberly didn't won the tag team championship, knockouts tag team titles. So Diana Purrazzo actually ditches them. So that's why this actually matchup was actually framed, and they are actually angry because Diana Purrazzo actually only thinks about her. So Susan and Kimberly thinks Kimberly is more kind of. Knows that she should be uh, kind of into a normal manner that they should going about, not into a violence manner. But Susan is like she's way more violent than Kimberly. So she was more angry with what Diana Purrazzo actually did. So Diana Purrazzo match, and in the end we saw Diana had a Fujiwara armbar submission, and she got the victory. And post match she actually held on that Fujiwara armbar, and Kimberly and Diana Purrazzo had a face off because of she was not leaving them. So kind of a good, if you see, not very interested to see the storyline, but still we could see Diana Purrazzo versus Kimberly having a match for the knockouts title. I guess that's going to happen at Slammiversary. So this wasn't the best. This wasn't that best match or something. Okay match, but the storyline progression was good. The story was good. So Kimberly would be now a babyface challenger, I guess. So Diana Purrazzo is climbing up that heel persona, and she's doing really good. So then we got to the next match, which was between tag team match Rohit Raju and Shera versus PD Williams and Trey Miguel. And this was a match where actually there's always a one match that I actually enjoy upon Impact Wrestling, and this match was not the best match or the match of the night, I could say, but certainly you can say that. But if you want, but not at the level. But whenever X Division comes onto the frames, they actually shines. X Division actually shines in Impact Wrestling, and I actually enjoy about their matches. They are so fast paced, and they have the story as well, and psychology as well. That's very good. Even though selling is not that very great, but still love to see that fast paced action, and the and the chemistry that these 4 5 guys have. And these guys have a very good match. In the end we saw Chris Bay actually appears on the ramp, but he didn't help anyone, and he decides to actually have a selfie, have a filming of action. Rohit Shearer Fulton and Ace were standing there as Bay was watching on as they were attacking. The other guys, other 3 guys. Actually, Alexander also come about, and they were attacking. So kind of a 4 on 4 kind of. Yeah, 4 on 4 kind, 4 on 3 kind of thing that's happening. So a good build up right there, a good match as well, a good action, a good TV match, and getting to the another segment, which was Team Dreamer versus Team Callus. This match is actually booked next week, and this is the main event. Callan actually joins Team Dreamer as Moose also approaches, and then he says, "I am in." So Tommy Dreamer, Moose, and Sammy Callahan. Sammy Callahan is glad that he could beat up Kenny Omega once for a having an opportunity one more than one time. So he's happy. So next week it's going to be a 6-man tag team match between Don Callis, Good Brothers, and Kenny Omega. Yeah, Kenny Omega and Team Dreamer as Moose, Sammy Callahan, and Tommy Dreamer. So that's a match. Good match would be. I don't know. Tommy Dreamer coming to wrestle would be a good. I mean, they should focus on one thing. Either he should be kind of a backstage, kind of a consultant that he's saying, and of an anthem board. But or he should get into the wrestling thing, because. I am not that very interesting to see him wrestle. It would be good. I mean, nothing bad or something, but still I mean just there. And we get to the long promo by Rachel Ring actually come about, and we don't see that much promo kind of thing in middle of the ring by on Impact Wrestling. But this was a issue that was being built up for many weeks right now, and Rachel Ring actually addresses issues with Jordan Grace because of her emotional and frustration that Jordan's having. She mentions Tenil causing Jordan to blow on upon her, and Jordan actually threatens her. She should, if you again name Tunnel's name, I would drop you off. And I think that Jordan Grace is going to turn at Slammiversary. That would be a big turn. And Jazz makes her actually return. Did Jazz did not? I mean, she's retired, but is she still with Impact Wrestling? Uh, I mean, I think so. She was gone. So she came about kind of having a kind of patching up their relation to Jordan's unwillingness to patch things up, and suggests that she would get over it. And Rachel apologizes once more and offers to move past this for the time last time Jordan leaves. Saying she needs more time to think, as she didn't say anything. And Tenil Dashwood actually appears and asking. She said that I know that this was going to happen. And Rachel actually she said that. Rachel just said that to shut it down, and she actually tried to. Tenel actually tried to brawl, and Rachel and Jazz take Tenel and Caleb out of the head, out of the ring. And this was long, and but still the angle. I really liked the promo. I really liked the emotions of Rachel Ring's storyline, and I think so. Jordan Gray's heel turn is the most obvious thing that we're gonna see. So this is gonna be happening, I think so, in Slammiversary. Next we get to a kind of filler match, which is Sam Beals versus Jake something. Sam Beal is a kind of he's kind of a mentor. Uh, actually, Brian Myers is mentoring Sam Beal, so he's having a first match here. So nothing here. He actually didn't get any kind of offense. Jake finishes him off the black hole slam to win. So this is a fine squash match, and we get to the main event, which was Impact Tag Team titles on the line between Eddie Edwards and Kojima versus Violent by Design. This was a pretty good main event. I mean, a pretty good TV main event, pretty good defense as well. And this was slow as expected. Kojima actually took a lot of offense by Diener and Doring, and they had Eddie Edwards getting the hot tag that created a good babyface heel storyline, and that was good. So they had Diener and Doring had a frequent tags, but Kojima was unable to get tag on Eddie Edwards. So that was a story that being played out. Simple story right there. And in the end, we saw Eddie actually rolls up Doring and almost wins it, but Doring actually hits the double lariat and super kicks him, and Koji Cutter combo sets up a Boston Knee Party, but he was countered by a Revolution Bomb by Doring, and Kojima was unable to break up because he actually was held upon by a Diener. So a very good main event, a good title defense right there, good TV tag team title defense. So I could see these two actually going again after each other for a tag team title run, and they are having a very good chemistry, Eddie Edwards and Kojima, and it's very good to see. So PBD is also ever since they actually had held on that team is very good to see, and very whenever they comes, they have that aura. So I like them. So this was the main event was pretty good. This was a normal kind of Impact episode, normal kind of wrestling, and nothing so special with a Rachel Ring explanation. So that was a added point there, and nothing bad segment or something that we would see. So next week we are having a 6-man tag team main event. So don't know how it would be. Maybe multi-man matches Impact actually put upon good. So maybe it would be a good match. They still have time to go for Slammiversary, because there's still 2 to 3 weeks right now, I think so. Yeah, so they can build it up pretty nicely. So this is my review of Impact Wrestling. It's a very short review, and I hope you liked it. So this was all that happened in Impact Wrestling, and please make sure to like this video, man. Share this with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. And I know many guys have views this video, but they don't subscribe it. Please do subscribe. Please do subscribe for getting these reviews. And I also do some old wrestling content reviews as well. So please do that. So I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Peace.